welcome again actually. How are you today?
I'm good. And you?
Yes, I'm fine. It's good to have you back on this episode. But it's a very different setting right now. We are in the nature. We are very lucky to have this sunny weather, and that's where we wanted to be outside to record this. And the season is different. It's autumn, little bit chilly, quite comfortable weather. If someone is more into sports and running, I think they will like it because they can go for longer sprints without actually getting tired. Yeah, and what do you think? Like it's such a change of season. You know, we are usually advised to take care more. You know, when we enter into the winter, because of several factors. I think you will be able to explain better from the Ayurvedic principles angle. But we are advised to take vitamins, maybe multivitamins, or specifically vitamin D. If you are more into in the north, where you have lesser sunshine, there are several reasons, right? And we day in day out, like, we are a little bit careful about it. But would you like to comment something? How is the system, and how should we better understand it?
Yeah, basically there is a change from autumn to winter, which you already mentioned, and this seasonal changes have lot of changes to be like changed in your regular daily regime. You can mention it as a seasonal regime because autumn's regimes will be different and winter regimes will be different.
Okay.
You prepare your body for the coming season because it is like your body needs to be prepared for the extreme cold weather which you will face in the month of December or something. Your skin should be prepared, your digestive system should be prepared, many other things are there. Yeah, like you have good amount of strength because of the season. There are many things actually mentioned in Ayurveda about the seasonal changes and regimes.
Maybe can we start with something which is very basic? Any example,
Basically, I would say I would like to correlate it with festivals which we celebrate.
Okay.
As we all know, today is Dhanatrayodashi.
Yes.
The reason is like the winter season is coming and you prepare your body for that. The special prasad like for Dhanatrayodashi is good and dhana. Dhana is coriander seeds.
Okay.
You use good, which is little warm in its properties, and coriander seeds, which is little bit stabilizing and like helping together. They are used as a start from autumn to winter. There are many other things which we follow as a seasonal thing, not a seasonal but festival thing.
Like a prep.
Yeah. Actually, you prepare your body knowingly or unknowingly. It's more about because of some
being
rituals,
more aligned with the
traditions.
nature, I think, right?
Yeah.
Like at the end, what matters is like we are part of nature, and we should be more aligned with the nature.
Yeah. It's more about following the traditions, religions for somebody just to adjust with the season. They might give it whatever the name it is, but it is more about maintaining the health of healthy person.
Yeah. I think it's very interesting to look at from that perspective. Right?
Yeah. Do you know anything about like the reasons why festivals are celebrated?
Yeah, I'm not an expert in this, but I would give it a guess, like something which could be very logical. It's part of the design, for the whole calendar year, be it the authorities or whoever are the administrators. They have put like seasons and festivals a little bit together. So there could be various reasons for that. I think the first one to start with is to bring people together.
Very
nice. We are social animals, human beings, right?
Yeah.
And we love to be around each other. And if there is some disconnect or lesser engagement, I think we start feeling lonely. I think that's one way to bring people together on a certain idea, certain cause, and the festivals serve one of the part. Another thing could be that there are always history and stories behind the festivals, right? So in order to pass it on, the knowledge, in order to pass on the knowledge to the generations, I think it could be in the textbooks,
Yeah.
but like when you dedicate like certain amount of days or weeks,
Yeah.
it gets more interesting and real, like it just becomes more natural for someone to have a better understanding.
Yeah.
For example, for the kids
Yeah.
and even for the adults, just to remember a certain period or day in the year where, things are special,
Yeah.
you will be a little bit more attentive.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
one way of looking at it as well. And the one final thing is, I think it's economically very helpful for a lot of community members to make some money in that time.
Yeah. Especially for the smaller startups.
Yes, or yeah, exactly. For example, like we are in the festival in the time of Diwali
Yeah.
or Deepawali.
That is the like.
Yeah, it's
Great.
and it feels beautiful, this
Yeah.
phase of the year. We do so many things, so many preparations are there, but we will get to those one by one, because I think there are many details that we do in Diwali, right?
Yeah.
Decorating the house. But I will let you drive that. But before that, I think the economically, like making of diyas, or which are like lamps, and firecrackers, or even the snacks, be it salty snacks or sweets, and even rangolis, for
Yeah.
example, right? And so the whole system around the community, like for example, in the modern times, a lot of things might not, be really important, or
Yeah.
might not seem important to someone. But back in those days, when they were like smaller villages, smaller communities, they have to thrive together, right?
Yeah.
So the festivals are kind of an excuse for someone to make something and bring it and sell it, and someone
Yeah.
to buy it, because, it's a part of the festival, and you are integrated in that
Yeah.
way. So this is very smart system, I believe, and this
Yeah.
is like my 2 cents on, why festivals are there. Maybe if
Yeah.
you want to add more, it would be
It
nice.
was very nice. I would like to just say that in India, the Diwali bonus and things is like the 13th May salary, which we 13th
Yeah.
month salary, which we get in European countries
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the month of May or in the month of like December as year end. But in India, we get it in the month of Diwali.
Wow,
because
that's a very good comparison. I was
Yeah.
never thinking like that. Yeah,
yeah, because for all these things, preparations, things, you
need to invest something.
Yeah, and also like there are vacation days, so you can like actually go on holidays, enjoy a little bit, relax.
Yeah.
And the financial part plays a big role in
I
like
agree.
making stability in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
life.
yeah. That's really an interesting way of looking at it. Okay, so I think we talked about festivals, we talk
Yeah.
about seasons, and also there is a big say of Ayurveda, I think, when there is the certain kind of practices, certain kind of food choices. We were actually trying to touch that, and then we like tried to cover another part of it. But let's go back to Ayurveda.
Yeah.
What does Ayurveda say about these festivals, this period of the year, which is autumn? In the northern hemisphere, I keep repeating that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just for the reminder.
Yeah, basically, Ayurveda is more like Indian traditional science. So it is more correlating with the traditional Indian festivals and things and those. To be like specific in the point, for Diwali, I would say like Diwali is considered from the day 1, that is Vasubaras, to the like day 5th of Bhau-Beez, that it ends with these days. And like in the Vasubaras, the first day, on that day we worship to the cow and like start the main function. Before starting this function, there is a home detox, you can say.
Okay.
What is home detox?
Yeah.
Basically, we clean our houses and
Yeah.
things, because Ayurveda is more towards like maintenance of health and well-being. It
Right.
might be like not only just absence of disease, but each and every spiritual, mental, social, all aspects are considered in the definition of health.
Yeah.
They say hitahitam sukham dukkham ayustasya hitahitam manam cha tacha yatroktam ayurveda sauchyate, which means like, which is good and for the benefit of all of us, like in the period of good times and bad times, like to help the human, like to be better version of their self.
Yeah.
Ayurveda is very helpful.
To keep up with our tempo,
Yeah.
not to lose.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, the
Yeah, it's
life is
always ups
a
and downs are
roller.
there in the
Yeah.
life. So just keep up and like accept the life and be strong. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's one way, or be more aligned. I think
Yeah,
strong is maybe like
little different, but
yeah,
maybe
more aligned, you know,
aligned. Yeah.
with whatever is happening around you, the changes, be it season or any kind of energies or
Yeah.
any matter, you know.
Yeah. So the Vasubaras, we worship the like cow.
Yeah.
After that, the second day is a big day, at least for
Yeah.
all Ayurveda. Like actually, for everybody, it is a big day.
Yeah.
Doctors like Dhanvantari is the like doctor of gods, like in the
Very interesting.
ancient, ancient Puranas and all.
Yeah.
You
We
can
talk
see,
about the manthan, like the
yeah,
churning of the ocean,
yeah,
and a lot of ratnas,
Yeah.
which are like gems, came out.
Yeah.
If I'm saying
and the
it
one
right.
of yeah, exactly correct.
Yeah.
And the one of the gem was Lord Dhanvantari.
Okay.
And we worship to Lord Dhanvantari. Actually, like this day is birthday of Lord Dhanvantari,
Yeah.
but it is also celebrated as World Ayurveda Day since 2016. Like we start our day for Dhanatrayodasi with worshipping God Dhanvantari.
Yeah.
We say like the Dhanvantari Savan, Namami Dhanvantari Radidevam, and like it's a big thing, like 7-8 lines. Dhanvantari Stavan. Basically,
It's more like a
it has,
shloka, right?
Yeah.
That we are.
Yeah,
That you are
it is a
saying.
Sanskrit stanza.
This is very interesting thing, and at least for myself or a lot of us don't really know it, and it's really feels lucky to me to understand this knowledge, because first of all, it's in Sanskrit. Even though I did study Sanskrit in my school, I'm definitely
It's
not
very minimal for
yeah,
the
like for
just-
2 years I
yeah.
studied and then I forgot. But there is so much of knowledge in the text, in the Vedic texts. I absolutely agree, and it's so much to learn from a person like you. So I think we can have a detailed one in the future episodes. But
Yeah.
for now, like if you want to keep it short, like depends, you know.
Yeah,
That's
like
fine.
I think it is a like just to worship the god and start your day or start the treating like patients or whatever you do, it will be good. Like it is considered as a auspicious thing to start with this because it is spiritual as well.
Yeah.
The other thing is when you are doing this, you enlighten the candle, not candle, but
Diya
actually
or a
diya with
lamp.
the oil. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lamp with oil, because it is considered as traditionally oil is used for lighting the like diyas, which brings the positivity. So, like like Deepawali, which is like Deep Avali, like Deep is basically a
Lamp.
lamp, and like lightening the lamps everywhere,
Yeah.
like bringing the light and positivity, strength
Yeah.
is like a short message of the
Yeah, yeah,
term
yeah, yeah.
Diwali. And like there are many other things which are like practices, not things, which are practiced as a start from Diwali. Actually, I would say sometimes it is needed for whole year as well, but at least to start with the
Yeah,
these special occasions. You have to wake up early morning, like Brahma Muhurta, like 45 minutes before the sunrise. Of course, in European countries, it is easier because nowadays the sunrise is around 8 o'clock, 8:30. So, like, you can.
Yeah, but like as we move more into the December periods, I think it's not really aligned.
Yeah.
Like you'll see the sunrise very late,
Yeah.
around 9, which is
Very
which is
late.
really really late. I think the countries which are near the equator
Yeah.
or like very much aligned on the axis thing, I think you can really follow the Brahma Muhurat, but here it's very difficult,
yeah.
right? That's another thing I think we can talk in the
Yeah.
future. But one
So-
thing before we move forward, I think one thing you mentioned about the Treyodashi,
Yeah.
right? Maybe it's good to briefly describe it,
Okay.
because I think it's a new term, and maybe it's good for
Yeah.
the audience.
Basically, in India, the calendar is yeah,
Lunisolar.
yeah.
Like it
So-
considers the moon and sun as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So if you consider the seasons and festivals, like they are aligned with each other, and to align with each other, both the calendars are followed.
Yeah.
For the like lunar calendar, it is like it depends on the size of moon. Like if you see, it will grow for 14 days and then it will reduce for 14 days. So there will be a full moon day and there will be a day when the moon will be absent.
Yeah.
So when the moon is increasing in the size, it is called Shukla Paksha,
Shukla
which is
Paksha.
considered as a auspicious.
More bright.
Yeah,
Like
more
it is
bright.
more.
Yeah, because it is increasing, it is like more positive, like that.
Yeah.
And the other part of 14 days are Krishna Paksha,
Yeah.
which is like basically Shukla is white, like white, and Krishna is black in Sanskrit. So Krishna Paksha is like reducing, little not so good.
Yeah.
Of course, like you should not say not like it is a bad time or something, but in
I think that
general
will be
they
a little
have-
bit more of a philosophy, you know,
Yeah.
like transitioning from light to dark, but it's more like a wave, which
Yeah.
has to be there, just
Yeah.
like the positive and the negative.
Yeah.
It's nothing like negative association, but it is just like the phases of the moon.
Yeah.
I guess it goes from the visible or big brighter phase
Yeah.
to the darker phase, because it's just like going in the whole cosmos, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
with that system.
And like in this Trayodashi is 13th day. So like the Narak Chaturdashi is the 14th day,
Okay.
and Lakshmi Pujan is done on that day, and like that is the day when the moon is absent, and then the newer days, like the next day is Padwa, Diwali Padwa,
Yeah.
which is considered as a start of the new and good and positive things.
Is it also Gudi Padwa?
No. Gudi Padwa is a start of, you can say,
New Year.
New Year, Marathi.
Okay, sorry
New
about
Year.
that.
No.
I think that will be very good to mention before. I'm sorry to cut you, but
No
the thing
problem.
is, like Diwali is also having different formats in different parts of India. You know,
Yeah.
that's also very interesting. But if we can discuss, you know, briefly about that, that's also fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm not also 100% aware of. I come from the north of
Yeah.
India, so I just know like the way we celebrate it, and
Yeah.
but there are different meanings, various stories also. But more or less everything is aligned.
Yeah.
But there are different.
Basically, you know, according to the regions, there will be little different practices, because I come from the like southwest, like Maharashtra. Of course, I have been with some people from north, some people from south, east,
Yeah.
west, and I have seen the differences very closely because of the atmosphere and weather they have.
Exactly.
If you see in the side, when it is more about like at like
Like the coastal regions,
yeah,
for
coastal
example.
regions. Yeah, in those areas there will be like more coconut trees and things, and the usage of coconut oil and things will be more. But at the same time, if you see in the northern things, the the oil with mustard will be more used, because you need more heat in the body.
Exactly.
And in the Maharashtra, if you see, you will see sesame oil more used. It is more about the region specific, and many other things are involved.
I think this also kind of tells us that the whole design, whoever is the designer behind this practice,
Is a great creator.
yeah, I mean, also the way it has been introduced to the society, everything is neatly put. You know, there is a logic behind it, there is a science behind it,
Yeah.
and the choice of items, let's say you say sesame or mustard, like it's so organically put. You know, people know it,
Yeah.
but a lot of times we don't realize,
Yeah.
oh, it could be because of the season, why they are using sesame or why they are using mustard.
Yeah, some
Interesting way.
people just say, no, it's my choice, I like this, but it is more about the region
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are.
Coming to this, I think I was having one discussion with one of my friend long back. I will just keep it very short. We were also talking about the food choices when you travel across the geographies.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it's also very logical there.
Yeah.
When you are in the colder countries, you tend to cut down on certain kind of spices and increase certain other elements.
Yeah.
Whereas when you are in a tropical or subtropical countries, you add on certain other elements and increase maybe spices
Yeah.
for a certain reason,
Yeah.
maybe to have your gut more, better process it.
Yeah.
But that's a different science. But just wanted to bring this
Yeah,
as
there are
because
actually, according to the season also, you have different food choices. Now we are discussing about Diwali, so I would like to specify that specific things. If you just mentioned like the sweet and like salty snacks,
yeah,
like chakli and all other things.
yeah.
Each of these has some importance, and like of course nowadays you can get it whole year if you buy it.
Yeah,
But these days have specific significance because the Agni, that is the digestive power, is highest in the winter.
Wow.
And it is the starting of the winter, so you need some kind of these snacks for your body. Also you need to increase the quantity of ghee for your like strength to beat the like wind, the
Also
harsh
maybe to
winter.
moisturize, I
Yeah,
think.
to moisturize the skin, to continue keeping the good texture of the skin. Like there is a practice when you wake up after the Brahma Muhurta, waking up, like you brush your teeth, you do the tongue cleaning, you after these things, like there is a practice of regular exercise. The quantity of exercise is more, like it is suggested more exercise in winter because the body strength is more in winter.
Okay.
So for the long sprints or long running events, it is more better season to do it in winters. Of
Okay.
course, in European countries, considering the daylight and those things,
Yeah.
might be summer also good option for the daylight
Yeah,
and
it doesn't
things.
get that hot, like
Yeah.
considering the geography where we come from.
Yeah.
Another thing to mention is like my own practical experience. So when the weather started getting a little bit cold, I was observing this already 1 month ago. Everything was okay till the time it was just the beginning of autumn. But as and when it started getting cold, I felt like I'm getting lesser oxygen, when I'm sleeping in the night. So what I started doing, like the moment I wake up, I start doing, after of course like a little bit of rest, I start doing a lot of exercise. For example, skipping the rope
Yeah.
or doing a bit of weights
Yeah.
and just squats or something. And then within like 15 minutes, I already feel that there is a lot of oxygen going in, and maybe the blood flow is very good, and doing more running just makes it the whole difference when I go to bed in the night.
Yeah.
And if I'm not doing it, my whole body feels, it's a little bit.
Lethargic and
Yeah.
negative, and like
I think
it's more
our
related
bodies
to,
are out
yeah.
actually, I think, also slowing down because
Yeah.
of the weather, right?
So coming back to the
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
like exercise is very good thing to bring the positivity over the like day is shorter, you feel more negative emotionally, you feel little suppressed, and the things are not very positive because the day is shorter. So like in the winters, I have heard from many European clients, I don't really feel to stay here. Why? Because it's so cold and negative environment. You are not like, of course, for the house parties it's okay, but mostly you are not willing to step out of your house as much as you step out in the
We call
like
it like
summers.
winter sickness. I think
Yeah,
it's very common. I think you
Yeah.
hear with. I think that this is a good way to address it also, because how you
Yeah.
get prepared for it.
Yeah.
Would love to hear that.
Yeah. One more thing for preparing your body is the Abhyanga Snan. The word Abhyanga Snan, like itself defines it, Abhyanga. Abhyanga is what? The oil application to the body. And it depends, like for a swastha, that is a healthy person,
Yeah.
it is advised for the healthy person, it is advised to use oil application daily in the morning, mostly like of course the whole year it is best, but in winter it is more necessary because of the harshness of the
Yeah.
like wind, which will be difficult for the skin to keep it moisturized and healthy. The thing is, after you do the Abhyanga Snan, there is like medicated powder, and which is used for the Udvartana. Udvartana is that powder is rubbed on your like body, like they say Udvartanam kafaharam medasa pravilayanam sthirikaranam anganam tvak prasada karamparam. What does that mean? Why I am taking the Sanskrit stanzas directly from the like original granthas.
I must appreciate your knowledge because you just have them remember by heart, like
No, it's like basically in Ayurveda studies you have to do a lot of things, and
okay, that's good to actually also know, like
yeah. So Udvartan is like Udvartanam kafaharam. So it reduces the kapha. Medasaha pravilayanam. Medasaha, meda is fat. So it will help to reduce the meda, unwanted fat, which is just
piling up.
like piling up. And medasa
But
pravilayanam.
is it like not necessary to have more fat for the winter? Certain amount, maybe not excess. Right? Like,
Of course, it is necessary, but this is the way like you should practice yourself, because the healthy fat is absolutely necessary and good for your body.
Okay.
But some unhealthy things which are just extra on your body should be removed, and it is not okay. Here there are fat rolls which I have kept, and if I do the Udvartana, it will be removed.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It is more of removing the unwanted things
Makes sense.
from the body. Like Meda is basically, there can be healthy meda, but the meda I am talking is which is not wanted, like not required in the body.
Yeah.
Then medasa pravilayanam, sthirikaranam anganam. So like because the wind and things are too like much moving, and you are not stable actually. There are too many things going on, moving, mood swings, those things.
Just a funny thing to mention, I think our tripod was also moving a lot.
Yeah, we took a lot of efforts and
just
got
to mention to our audience, like it was a
natural-
little bit hard to put this setup in the nature, but
Yeah.
Sorry to disturb.
No problem.
Let's go back.
What was it?
You were saying about the wind moving.
Sthirikaranam angana. So basically, your body is little more stabilized with that Udvartana, and tvak prasada karamparam. So it is very good for skin.
Okay.
Tvak prasada, like it will improve the texture of your skin. It will be like prasadanam, which will be like very good, like skin will be glowing.
Yeah, I mean, beauty side is one part.
Yeah.
But in general, like health benefits are much more. I think that's.
I did not mention it in a way beauty side.
Yeah,
of course,
but
that is a
just
positive
I wanted
side.
to clarify, like maybe
Yeah.
for some of the listeners, maybe it's not only for
it's
beauty, but I think
additional point, like you get
Yeah,
beautiful,
eventually.
but the main important thing
I think if
is,
you're healthy, a lot of times you're
Yeah.
already like.
yeah, the
in the-
main important things, I would say, the incidences of eczema, psoriasis, and many other things I have seen, and it is more in the European countries
Because of the weather
because
conditions.
Of the, yeah, so like coming back, it is more about to keep your skin healthy. It
Yeah.
is good practice to do the Abhyanga and Udvartana. And with that, Utne is that the thing which you use, like the medicated powders,
Yeah.
which you use while taking your bath. And you can like there are few medicinal herbs which like which are used in a powdered form as a like skin application before your bath, just like a shower gel. Instead of shower gel, after applying oil, you use that, and like you take your bath, and after that like if somebody wants, they can use soap in the ancient times there was no soaps, so people used to use the powder of amla and like the hemidesmus indicus, which is called sariva.
Yeah,
Then like there is ushir. Ushir is like very good herb. um, Vetiver is ushir. Basically it has like properties good, which are really good for skin. So vetiver is ushir. Like the powder of ushir. Then musta is like, there are many other herbs. It can be a combination depending on the surroundings you are. The utne can be specific to the skin condition as well. Like if a patient is suffering with some skin disease, then he can be given the medicated powder with specific things, which will be like neem can be included, Azadirachta indica, which will be helpful in reducing the like fungal infections and other things. Like there are many other characters. Of course, you should go to a like proper Ayurvedic doctor and take these suggestions. But I'm just giving a general idea. Yeah, this practice of applying the utne and taking bath is very good. And like the smell, like also the utne considers the santalum album, that is the chandan.
Okay.
So like there are many things. It brings good positive vibes. It is like cleansing and those things, detox in the body. Of course outer detox, not inner, like you're not eating that, but
I'm amazed, like
applying.
all the details are already there, but in the current times we are so busy. A lot of us, I mean, at least for myself, I can say I
Many
really
people don't know.
don't really know about everything in detail. At a high level, you have to moisturize. Yes, I know, but how, what, which is good, what is, I mean, what are the right choices? It's very good to have those details from you.
Yeah. Then after having the bath and those things, you can have proper good healthy breakfast. The breakfast should be warm and it should contain some ghee to moisturize your inner body as well. Like there are practices of eating those snacks which we like traditionally prepare and things. The laddus prepared with like chickpea flour and like they
Atta
specifically
also, besan,
besan,
motichur
atta.
as well.
Yeah, motichur also.
I'm not sure if that is more on
motichur
the.
also, but it is more, you know, the healthy laddus which are traditionally prepared, they are prepared with specific kind of like gum. They
I know. Like
yeah. It
we
is
call
not
it gond,
yeah,
with
gond,
gum.
yeah.
It's not the chewing gum,
Yeah,
by the
no,
way.
of course,
It's a sticky gum which is
very healthy
able to,
in nature. It is very good for the bones.
It's more like an extract, right?
Extract of the plant.
Yeah.
And very good in nature. The thing is, there is also a specific method how that should be used. You should not buy the extract directly from the market and directly. You have to fry it in ghee. They become like little like popcorns. To strengthen the body, to beat the winter, many things are done. Like this is the like common ritual for Diwali to start with. Of course, there is other ritual to lamp diyas and meeting together as a family event and like.
And I think it's also associated with Bhagwan Ram or Lord Ram. Defeating Ravan and coming back to Ayodhya after an exile of 14 years. And I think that's a bigger story, and it's an epic.
Also the story about like Bhagwan Mahavir, because like in Jainism,
side.
The like he complete like it was the day of nirvana of Bhagwan Mahavir. So like basically if you consider, every religion has its own angle, and you can say beliefs on some like stories whichever happened in the older days.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
in a way, we celebrate it as a
All together because
yeah.
unity in diversity.
Yeah.
That's what India is all about.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really interesting. And when you read Ramayana
Yeah.
or even watch it, on the TV, or Ramayana,
Yeah.
it's very interesting. In current times, we have the versions which is in the form of anime characters, or animated or cartoon characters.
Yeah.
But back in those days, I think it was a huge thing, when the
Yeah.
Ramayana would be played.
Yeah.
A lot of us would be so excited to
Yeah.
watch it, and
Yeah, in
there's
the
a big
school
value
plays
system.
and those things
Yeah,
to
yeah.
understand more, like for the kids it was a fun, but they like because of those plays they know the story
Yeah,
and those things.
you can actually associate things with it, and
Yeah.
it's a big thing about Ayodhya,
Yeah.
and there is a lot of celebration right now, and a lot of details.
Yeah.
But that's majorly as a kid
Yeah.
you would remember why we celebrate Diwali.
Yeah.
But it was so nice to connect with you and
Yeah.
understand like so much around this festival season, and a lot about the Ayurvedic practices and the season.
Yeah.
They are all connected, I think, and
Yeah.
everything makes sense. Together, it's all made more for the society,
Yeah.
for the humans. To
For the
be
well-being.
well-being aligned, be more energetic, even
Yeah.
when the winters is like so much going to take over
Darkness,
you,
yeah.
and not be depressed,
Yeah.
or
Bring
just
positivity and
yeah,
lights in the
keep on.
life.
So it's really interesting. Thanks a lot for your time again, Dr. Archana.
Always welcome.
Do
It
you
was
want
nice
to add
be
some more
here.
things, or this
This is
is
fine.
okay? Okay.
It
Thank
was
you.
nice to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Take
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.